This is what happens when your goofy miniature donkey doesn't want to go inside the barn. But I wanted to talk about this book. Oh my goodness, you guys. I loved this so much. It was so good. And yeah, look at the cover, the way the word vanished is like vanishing. Really neat. So it's like it just hit me again that I'm like, this is why she's my favorite author. Like, such a comfort read. This was part of my June wrap-up. I can't talk. This was part of my June TBR, and it was super good. So it's about this girl, Moira. She is driving down the road, and it is raining. She's lost, and she's like really stressed out. And so she thinks she sees someone on the road, like waving their hands, and she hits them, and then she crashes. This guy comes along and is like, hey, I saw the whole thing, are you okay? And she's like, no, I think I hit someone, like please check on them. And he's like, okay, hang tight, I'm gonna take care of everything. So she passes out, and then she wakes up an hour later and nobody's there. She calls the cops, they come, and they kind of think that maybe she's like drunk or something, and she's like, I can't let this go. Like, what if this girl is in danger? Like, I have to figure out what is going on. And so she hires a private investigator, Cal, and of course he starts finding things, and that is what I loved about this book. That's what I love about all of Irene Hannon's books, is she does such a good job with her research. Sorry, my hair's driving me crazy. It's better. She does such a good job with her research, and I love PIs, like they're my favorite. I like the way private investigators can pretext, and they can kind of act and kind of lie to people to get information so they can really get the job done and like serve justice. It just makes it awesome. Like, there's one scene where he like digs through the trash of the person that they think is involved, and then they're like sorting through the trash together and like, oh, look at this receipt and blah blah blah. Like, it was so neat. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. So this is really what hit me when I was reading this book. I was like, this is what reading is supposed to be like. This is what reading is supposed to feel like. Because I had just DNF'd A Night Divided by Jennifer A. Nielsen. It was really good. I got to like chapter 6, and it just was too dark. It was too stressful. It was too real. And it was not making me feel good, and I was not excited to pick it up. So I actually got rid of all of my Jennifer A. Nielsen. I got rid of a bunch of fantasy, my nonfiction, like a bunch of stuff that I'm just not excited about. This got me out of my reading slump, and it was just such a comfort read. It's just so nice because I know how she writes. I know things are gonna work out in the end. There was so much justice in this book. Like, I just loved it. So another thing that I loved was I was figuring things out right before the PI did. And I'm like, oh dude, I was right. Like, it was so cool. So I loved that. It's so amazing the way they can get something out of nothing. This leads to this, and this little thread leads to that. And it's like, you see all those loose ends being tied up, and it's like so epic. Okay, now talking about the bad guy. I loved the flashback, because they show why he is the way he is, and it made so much sense. And it shows how one mistake can lead to so many other mistakes. It's that domino effect. I just loved his story. It was just really compelling. I also really like the banter between Cal and his coworkers. They are really there for each other, but they're always like messing with each other, and it's just really cute. And the secretary is named Nikki. The only like tiny negatives that I had about the book is I don't like when authors repeat themselves, and she did say a couple things like over and over again. Like she kept saying the vanishing woman. Like, they all kept saying that. So that was overused. And then one of the guys kept saying that Moira was like hot, and I'm like, how old are you? Like, it just seemed kind of immature, kind of young for him to say that. In the climax, she's trying to be helpful, and I'm like, you're so dumb. Like, you deserve whatever happens to you. Like, oh my goodness, why would you do this? I do kind of wish sometimes she would break out of her pattern when it comes to like the romance. Both the guy and the girl always fall like really hard, really fast. And I wish that sometimes she would kind of slow it down a little bit and make it more realistic. and just change it up, you know, make the guy not very cute or make the girl not very pretty, but like their personality is really what grabs them, you know? Yeah, I kind of wish she would like change things up a little bit, but I still love it. So I think this might be my new favorite by her. I think 5 stars. It was incredible. It was such a fun ride. Like I enjoyed every moment, and it's just so nice to know like what's gonna happen, that things are gonna work out, nice pretty bow. And then the end was emotional, and like I almost started crying. Like it was really sweet. Had some good faith content at the end, and I was like, oh, that was so sweet. Like good stuff. So love it, recommend it. I did also DNF Evantier. I just am not into fantasy. I read the first chapter and the prologue, and it was okay. It was like with fairies and different creatures, and this girl wakes up and she doesn't have her wings. She doesn't remember anything. She doesn't even remember her name. And so it was interesting. I like the amnesia trope, but the 2 people who find her were really annoying, and they spoke very like American, and they weren't speaking eloquently like the other people in the first chapter, and it really just threw me off. And it was very slow. Like the dialogue was very slow because these 2 people who found her kept arguing, and the poor girl was just confused and caught in the middle of it and was like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just not into fantasy. So it's just a me thing that feels really good to unhaul the fantasy books. And when I also got rid of 32 Funko Pops. A couple of them I took to Second and Charles. Some of them I gave to my cousin. And then the others I'm going to try to sell on eBay. I love it. You can see my shelves are not cluttered now with Funko Pops. I have 1, 2, 1, 2, and I alternate like that. And my shelves in my room just have one little item on each shelf, and it just looks really good and really clean, and I feel like I'm just trying to mature a little bit. I love characters and everything. I still have stuff up, just not so much. I kind of feel like I broke like a chain or something, because I do not feel this frenzy to buy all the books. Like I seriously feel like it was kind of an addiction, and I feel like I broke it. So yeah, so that's my update. That's my review on this awesome book, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you in the next one.